Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Joe and this is UFC Collect Profit. So today we are doing the top 10 cards for Conor McGregor. So what does this top 10 entail? How did I decide what to include in the top 10 and what is the whole thought behind this? So similar to the previous video I did on Jon Jones, it's a combination of collectability of the card, price, collector demand, aesthetic beauty, and there's something in the fifth category. I'm just going to call it the initial reaction test. When you look at a card, how does it make you feel? And the emotional reaction you have to the card plays into how I rank these 10 Conor McGregor cards as well. And a shout out to previous commenter on the Jon Jones video, user Talented, I believe that's how you pronounce it, requested this Conor McGregor top 10 video. So here you go, Talented. As you request, this is the video I'm going to make this evening. So I will include links to Conor McGregor's Tapology page in the description below. Is a reference point for his career, all the relevant stats, career earnings, anything in between, his rankings. Just a good thing you have when looking up cards and doing some research. This is a good reference point. And another reference point I will add, a link down below, is Trading Card Database, which links every card ever created for Conor McGregor. As you can see, he has a total of 3,761 cards as of today, January 7th, 2026. So trying to narrow it down to 10 was not easy, but it was a fun challenge and I look forward to sharing this list with you. So let's get right into it. So starting at number 10, we have the 2022 Panini Prism UFC Color Blast. Visually striking card. These Color Blasts are pretty rare inserts, well known based on their name, obviously, for the explosive color and artistic design in the background. This is another card that in hand is a much better card to enjoy than doing it on screen. This screenshot does not do it justice. I try to find a really good big shot of it outside of a graded case so you can see the card. But color with the white background is just a great contrast. And in my opinion, it's just a gorgeous, spectacular insert. These cards are not numbered, but they're super limited. I believe they are case hit level rarity. So a good chase card, short printed, and they are very desirable cards. And if we look here at some of like the current market prices, these don't sell all that often. As you can see here, they started out super hot upon release in 2022, $3,000. Down to $2,800, 2022 a little bit later, 2024, $1,200 and a 10, and then $1,100 and a 10. It's a little better shot of the foiling here in the effect. So this is one of those cards like in number 10. I kind of dismissed how it used to be so high and it's come down now. And I just like the card a lot and I'm a fan of the Color Blasts. And I thought it was worthy of being in the number 10 spot. So that's where we're at for number 10. Just one last shot. So we get another good one here. That one's kind of a bad photo. This was the best one I could find. Great looking card though. And these cards are attainable raw. You can find them for under $1,000. You just gotta look. But visually high appeal card. And it's one of those cards you look at with, you know, his in-action movement with the kick. There's something about this card that's special to me that I really like. So that's number 10. So next we go to number 9. The famous 2021 Panini Prism UFC Conor McGregor Gold Prism. The debut, actually I have the box right here. The debut comes out of this box edition of Panini Prism. This is the gold, the super desirable out of 10. And upon release, this became one of the hottest UFC collectibles in history. And if you are a collector and you're familiar with Panini, you understand how fanatical people are are chasing the gold prisms out of 10. And the excitement of chasing the gold prisms out of 10 in all the other sports also carried over to UFC. There's something cool about this card too. McGregor's swagger, his energy, his confidence, the peak of his power, so to speak, and this strut and kind of this dance move or whatever he's doing here is just super cool. And these cards fetch super money. I mean, these are modern grails. So the most recent sale in a 10 went for $13,800. Before that, let's see what the pop is. It's only a pop 5 still. Golden in 2023, so over a year before that, did 14.4. Yes, so March of 2022, one went for 31.8. So it's taken a significant haircut. Again, like these numbers with COVID or like coming out of COVID, peak COVID and kind of coming out, I kind of throw out the window. I think there's just something amazing about the visual appeal of this card and where it stands in the lore of Conor collectability. And there's something also about cards like the number 10 spot and the number 9 spot that they're not autos. Like Conor has signed a significant amount of cards. And I like having some cards in here that are not autographed. I think that was part of having a well-rounded top 10 for Conor McGregor. That's my number 10. Coming to number 8, which was a hard card to rank for me, but I think it's fairly justifiable. The 2017 Topps Chrome Conor McGregor 1/1 Superfractor. So this being Topps first UFC Chrome product and it being the Superfractor of Conor McGregor, it's just a super impressive card. The card sold in February 22 for $73,000. And then less than a year later, sold for half that. I'm curious what it would go for now. The St. Pierre recently sold for big money, over like well into the 5 figures. I think 13 or 17,000. I forget what the final number is with the buyer's premium. I would think this would get near this amount if this sold today. But just the Superfractor finish on the card, him fighting in the ring again, like the close-up of the tattoos, like this card just has striking eye appeal. Like even something about like the Monster Energy Drink logo in there is kind of cool. I don't know why that is. But like this is the rarest of the rare, the 1/1 from a premium like debut edition of the Chrome product, which I think is kind of cool. And I have it ranked here at number 8. I think I may have misspoken and said it was number 7. I don't remember. But anyway, this is the number 8 card in the list, and it deserves a spot. I'm sure there's some people that may say, well, because it sold for 30 or 40,000, it should be number 1. Like this, the price was a small part of it. Again, like the significance of it, the collectability, and just the, again, I don't know what the word is, but like how the card makes you feel when you look at it. This was a big ranking for me. So that is number 8. Number 7 was a tough one, not because of the ranking. I think the ranking of it is easy. Finding the actual card itself. So there's 2 versions of this card. This is the 2015 UFC champion Scarlet Signatures Conor McGregor. So what makes this card cool, and trying to find images of this card is almost impossible. It has Conor McGregor on there in the red. It's a sticker, but it also has Notorious above there. And there's this card, which is the base, which I wanted to show. But you can also make the argument if this is card 7, like 7A would be the relic of this. I couldn't even find an image online of the relic for the Conor McGregor. So what I did is I pulled up an image of the relic from from other fighters just to see. So the relics are at a 10, just to see what the card looks like. So according to the checklist, and assuming it's right, there is a Conor McGregor of this, and I'm curious if he signed it with the Notorious on here or not. But the scar signature is with the fighter worn memorabilia, and the Conor does exist because there's a sale here from back in 2015. There were 2 sales of the card. I just can't pull up the images, and Card Ladder doesn't have it archived. But pull it back here. Conor McGregor in the middle of the ring holding up the Irish flag. The connection, his heritage, and what he means to that, undeniable. It is a sticker auto, like I said, but it's a super key card, super rare out of 25. I wouldn't even know how to price this card or what it would even go for. I try to find something on this, but low print, cool photo, amazing rareness on the signature with the Notorious added. I just wish there were some better images of it somewhere. If somebody has a place that they know with a better image or one of the relic, pull up another example of a relic here of a Wineland, another one of Hioki. That one is sick with the dual color. I would just love to see the Conor one if somebody has it. Reach out and let me know. But yeah, that's number 7, sick card, but very elusive. Coming to number 6, 2014 Topps Knockout Triple Threads Auto Relic out of 18. This card is currently for sale on eBay. I was not able to find any sales on Card Ladder. 6 out of 18. McGregor with the serious pose, with the auto, with the threads, Notorious in there. Here's the back of the card. You ever seen an authentic autographed fighter worn relic card? So these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 little cutouts of Notorious. It's a fighter worn piece of memorabilia. You have the autograph, 9,000 or best offer. And if I didn't already say this is an on-card autograph as well. And like the relic being framed in the championship belt is a cool kind of touch, like visually. And I mean, this is just, I don't know. I think of every card on this list, this might be the one I would want the most just for the eye appeal of it and the rarity of it. $9,000, I don't know. But it has just an amazing combination of aesthetics with the gold foiling here on the belt, bold blue autograph. This specific one is a PSA 8 with a 10 auto, and it's a stunningly gorgeous piece. Like, this is a card you look at and you get that feeling inside about why it's so special to be a collector and why these type of cards matter to all of us. But checks every box for me as a card. Amazing, amazing, amazing card. I know I already said it like 5 times. That is number 6. Going into number 5. Another card that the uniqueness of it is kind of cool, and they don't do these type of cards anymore like this, so I thought that was kind of sweet. So 2014 Topps UFC Knockout, the autograph, inscribed auto. So one of the rarer or rarest autographs from, Conor McGregor's early years, with this special subset of Conor McGregor putting his Twitter account, the Notorious MMA, on here. I don't know if they'll ever do that again or if they've ever done it since 2014. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. Only 25 exist. On-card auto. Just a cool card, because even though his pose here takes up like a third of the card, and the autograph is the star of the show and takes up a significant portion of the card, like your eye attention is drawn to the auto. Like, he is there certainly, but there's no relic, there's no other foiling that's distracting a little bit. It's overwhelming. Like, the autograph just draws you in, and you see the Notorious MMA, which I thought was kind of sick. And again, like the previous card, which is on the card, and this is on card, like Conor McGregor is signing more autographs than ever. His autograph has changed significantly since then, so I think there's a desire to get the older autographs here as well. But also a lot of the mono stickers autographs are on stickers. And I think while you have to take what you get as a collector, I think focusing on something like this is super, super cool. So look at some of the prices here. That's not that got pulled up here. So in 2023, these are selling for $1,100. This one was $2,200. This is a really nice bold one as well. Again, like the auto is the star of the show here, which is why I really love this card. No image of this one. Really cool card though. And certainly worthy of being in a very highly curated special Conor McGregor collection. And it's just a personal touch. Like anything that brings you closer to the fighter and exposes more of his personality or gives you an insight of what makes him tick, I think it's kind of cool. And the social media aspect ties into it as well, which I think makes the card very cool. So again, that is number 5. Coming in at number 4, we have the first on-card Conor McGregor autograph, the 2014 Topps UFC Knockout. This one is specifically numbered out of 149. So compared to today's standards for an on-card auto, pretty low number considering the significance of this card and it being 12 years old. It's his first. I mean, it just comes from like a really super popular product. Like these boxes are very expensive and clean design, clean auto. And there's something really cool about this card. Like the one thing, like I'm trying to sit here and absorb it and to kind of share with you. Like I like that the auto is the bottom third of the card. Like I'm very big on blocking of a card and where the design is and the art, the images. So like you have the autograph at the bottom and with the curvature of it, and then the fighters laying on top of the autograph adds like a cool visual appeal. And then like this, the photo from this fight and like the face of the fighter underneath Conor McGregor is kind of sick. Conor McGregor with a confident pose, just kind of going about his business and doing what he does. Just a very, very cool card, in my opinion. And this is a grail card in the hobby amongst Conor McGregor collectors. The raw card recently did $850. An authentic auto 10 did $800. 800. 1,000. These are all from 2025 this year. Curious what the population on this card is. Let's see. So there's only 110 and it's only a pop 37, which is insane. So again, like figuring what Beckett may have or, you know, other grading companies, you know, 37 out of 149, like quick math is maybe 25% of the cards have been graded or found yet. The other ones, I guess, are hidden in packs or not graded. But yeah, just a totally sick card. And yeah, very cool. And you know, when you consider it, it's still relatively affordable as well, which is a good thing. Like it being 1 out of 149 is almost a blessing to a collector because you're not dropping $5 or $6 grand on this card like the 10 you would. The 10's probably a 5-figure card easy, especially now. But getting this card for $1 grand or not, like that's the move in my opinion. Like that's where you should be looking at. So going to the top 3. Number 3, 2022 Panini Instant UFC Kaboom. This one was a tough one to put here. I just love the appeal of this card, and I'm a fan of the Kabooms, and this being the 2022 Panini Instant one. So these were released through Panini's print-on-demand platform. And again, like the taunting nature, McGregor with the tongue out. I've had my eye on this card for a while. I will eventually add it to my collection. This Kaboom, like the base Kabooms are not serial numbered, but it is not an easy card to get. So the grade, there's only 46 total graded across the population for PSA. 6 PSA 8s, 10 PSA 9s, 30 PSA 10s. So certainly not a very plentiful card, I would say. But recently a 10 sold for $2,500, which when you compare this to what other kabooms do in other sports, especially like, not to knock people that like to collect young quarterbacks, but unproven quarterbacks in the NFL and what some of their PSA 10 kabooms bring. We're not going to talk about like the gold kabooms, which go for insane money, like literally like not even logical amounts of money. I think these prices are super fair for an all-time great athlete. And that's a cool image. They did a good job scanning this to show the foil. Cool vertical design of him standing up. I like the vertical kabooms. I'm a fan of those. But super sick card. And considering what it is, like getting this in raw, you know, you get the, I don't know what a raw would go for of a kaboom. Let me see if I can pull it up. So 9 went for 900. So say figure a raw would go for, yeah, like this one went for 400 early 2025. I doubt you'd be able to get it that cheap. Consider you get a raw for 700 maybe if you're lucky. Or if you put some, if you're patient, I think that's fair. And you know, I think that's, I think you have to have a mix of like modern cards, vintage cards, cards that are attainable, and a well-rounded collection. And I think the kaboom kind of accomplishes that. So now we go to card number 2. The 2023 Topps UFC Bloodlines Grail sealed box. The first certified autograph of Conor McGregor. Yes, it has a sticker, but who really gives a damn? It doesn't even matter. This card is is probably one of the top 5 most coveted cards in UFC history. Has right here UFC first autograph, which there's no doubt about it. Like it says it right there. A gorgeous Conor autograph, especially compared to his autograph today. The card is not serial numbered, which, you know, some people may knock that or not, but I think this base auto of his is just stunning. Super, super great card. The PSA 10 in 2024 sold for $6,000. Look at the pop report of this card. Only 74 graded by PSA, 100 graded by BGS, so call it 175, but people can cross and regrade. But not that many out there in the wild. 4110s, not that many at all, considering how many people that collect UFC would want to add this card to their collection. But I'm trying to see if there's any BGSs that sold recently. Let me see. Hold on one second. Conor, no. No for that. But yeah, this is super, super special card. If you're a serious collector of Conor McGregor, this is a card like you have to have in your collection. Like this is a whale of a card to add. It covers every, I mean, the design on these cards is just super sick. And then the number 1 card will kind of dive in a little bit more as well, but I just think these cards are super, super, super special. And that's why I have it at number 2. So then we go to number 1, which kind of ties into focusing more on the place in history, but also affordability. But also if you want to get expensive, you can get expensive really quick on the number 1 card. So number 1 is the base 2023 Topps UFC Bloodlines non-auto, card number 139. I wanted to show it in the PSA 10 just to get a really good, clear image of this. His official rookie card featuring an image from his UFC debut. I should have looked up who he's fighting. I probably should have known that. I apologize for that. I'm sure somebody in the comments can mention it to me. Super, super cool card. But what makes it interesting is that there are other variations of this as well, as we know for this set. So if we do the UFC bloodlines, Conor, that's the base. They have the flag as well. The flag in a PSA 10, you have the Irish flag, the flag of Ireland in the background, embedded into the image with the cracked ground, which I just love that imagery there. Very dramatic. A PSA 10 this year, so a couple of days ago. This was in our top 10. $4,000. So big, big money. And these are numbered out at 188. And then I'm going to pull up current eBay listings to see what's currently up here. So you see the box of bloodlines for 20,000 or best offer. I have a few boxes of these that I'll never open. I just love to have a part of the collection. But then you see the black, which is look how sick that card is. That is so cool. The black at a 25 and a BGS 9.5, 15,000 or best offer. I want to show, that was the black parallel. We already showed the autograph here. I want to show, we showed the flag already. I'll show the flag again and so you get a better image of it. There's the flag at a 188. I want to show the red. Where is the red here? I know I saw it. Black. Should have had it pulled up. I apologize. I'm losing my mind here. I know there was a red. There's no red? Wait a minute. Huh. I must be mistaken. I thought that all these had, now I gotta look this up on my phone. Hold on one second. I can't end the video on having a mistaken information on this. So just give me 1 second here. Please bear with me. I just want to look up, I thought that there was a red subset for this. Let me see, hold on 1 second. Scrolling through my phone. Yeah, so I was right there. The base has the flag of at a 188. It's interesting. Online it says the black is out of 88, but the black is actually out of 25. There's also the platinum 1 of 1. I don't know if the Conor 1 of 1 has been pulled. The Poirier is there. The Conor, I don't know if that's the same card. I don't think so. So that must be it there. So it looks like the 1 of 1 Conor McGregor has been pulled from the bloodlines. I'm assuming that's it, but that sale is from almost 11 years ago. But why is the Conor red not pulling up? Like there's the red base of like another fighter. Unless I typed his name wrong or just one hasn't popped up. I gotta look this online. It's driving me insane. Bear with me a second here. Sorry that the video's taking a little bit of a detour. It's the red here of Conor somewhere. Do I see it? Huh? I don't see it. Did they not make it? Is it not been photographed? There's no image. Comment down below if you know if there's the 2013 Bloodlines red. There's also an image of, I should have mentioned this, the first autograph also has the base, but the rare version, the red autograph here on Cardboard Connection with the notorious inscription as well. I focused more on the base, but I should have mentioned this just for archiving purposes, that there is a rare red ink subset out of that. So yeah, it kind of rounds out the top 10. Next time I'll do a little bit better job if I'm going to do a deep dive on the subsets of this to be a little bit more prepared. I just can't believe that red isn't showing up. Yeah, there's the Khabib, because we talked about it on another video. They have it for other ones here. Here's the Max Holloway. Sick card. Anyway, that rounds out the top 10. I will end the video on the image of, where is it? The McGregor, just so we do it the right way. There we go. That is the number one. If you enjoyed the video, please like a comment down below. I do appreciate it. It really helps out the algorithm for YouTube. Also, please subscribe to get weekly videos, but this is a weekly series. So next week we'll do another fighter. I think I'm going to do GSP next week for the top 10. But for your daily UFC videos, for tomorrow's video, I'm going to do my predictions for 2026 for the UFC card market. I'm going to make at least, we'll say, 5 bold predictions for what I think is going to happen. And we'll archive it. And then a year from now in 2027, we'll look back to see if I was right or if I was wrong, if I totally screwed it up, if I even know what I'm talking about, or maybe I got lucky and got a couple of things right. All that said, have a great night, and I'll talk to you again soon.